Okay, welcome viewers to round 9 of the ASRNZ GT3 Season 2 Championship. And welcome alongside here with me, our good mate Davo. Welcome, mate. Welcome.
Thank you, Farmer. Yes, yeah, here we are, GT3s for ASRNZ. And round 9 happens to be an Enduro, and it happens to be at Bathurst tonight. So, um,
Doesn't it? Bathurst,
what,
mate. What a track.
what a track. What a great, obvious choice for an Enduro. But of course, what a great place to race these cars around. So, yeah, this this is a biggie, Farmer. This
This
is a
is big.
biggie.
This is biggie with just the second to last round of the championship. So
It is. It is.
they do get double points for the Enduro. So this is a biggie, and we all know there's no room for error around this track there,
There is no
Davo.
refer, and we are pretty well guaranteed of action with it because just quietly, shit is going to happen.
Yes.
It's just a given here at Bathurst. We've got a reasonable field at about, I think, 20 tonight. We've got a few big names out as well, Farmer, which we were just actually touching on while we were watching practice earlier off air. And yeah, a few of the big guys out with what we got: Gleno, we got Crossy, we got
We've got Twiggles, Perko.
Twiggles, Perkinson,
We've
yes,
got Jarks away, Damien Jones
Damien
again,
away.
yeah, and maybe a couple of others here.
Yeah, so it is sort of mixed a few things up a little bit. Although in saying that, I think we've got a newcomer here. I think he's a bit of a newbie to the old GT3 season, and in this Jeff Burst. Has anybody heard of Jeff Burst?
Jeff Burst,
So,
yeah.
Jeff Burst in the
I think another one to come across from the iRacing, possibly
you think?
their platform, possibly Davo, and come to
Yeah,
have a look, see what the
looking
boys
for
are up
some
to.
quality sim racing, no doubt. So
Absolutely.
we'll hope Jeff goes okay tonight. Well done, Jeff, for choosing ASRNZ for your
For your night's entertainment,
for
yes.
your night's entertainment. I'm sure we go well in the McLaren there, and the car's looking fantastic.
Yeah, well, Dave, and I've actually just got the leaderboard up there for a wee while there, just to give everybody a good idea of where these points are at,
Yes,
with just 2 rounds
yes.
to go.
2 rounds to
Um,
go.
Seeing
It's getting
that
tight.
Josh and John still at the top there, the gap's come down a little bit.
It has come down a
Um,
little, but still a little bit of a gap there. Aztec, again, another little bit of a gap back to Aztec in third position. Perko not been here tonight. No, he's not going to do his points chase any favours. BK in fifth, a Pro-Am driver, doing really well in fifth position there.
Exceptionally well up there, Davo.
Exceptionally well, really breaking away from the rest of the Pro-Am drivers. Steve Melling in sixth, which surprises me given his lackluster last few rounds. Ashley Vedegaard doing really well, actually, to keep himself in seventh there. Enright in eighth. Glenn I don't think he'll be racing for the rest of the season due to personal issues in ninth, so you'll see that go down. Mule in 10th position, which is awesome.
Awesome from Mule, yeah, and just ahead of Jake, and noticing Jake really fast in practice there, Davo, so that's still
Jake
a great
McCullough,
battle
very quick
between
in
those
the
two.
yes, in the Lexus there. So
and then we've got Mark Josko, who I don't think can join us as well tonight, mate. He's out again. Beer, Kenny, and Crosby as well, having to stand down. So
with some personal issues, obviously away from racing. So
yeah, still a little bit to play for with the second half there, with Troy certainly leading the championship there.
Definitely. Yeah, nice work, Troy.
Pete B-Dog, we've got, Damien's out. Our good mate Cameron's come back again tonight, I've noticed.
Yeah, nicely.
Owen, Aaron and Ryan's here. Matt Cook, I think, is also missing tonight. Davo.
And so Davison's in tonight, and I actually just did spot him in practice, actually doing some pretty healthy laps. So one to watch there tonight. Davison in 27th, obviously a latecomer to the season.
Yeah,
and so we've got
good
Rob in
stuff, mate.
28th, Himbry in 29th. These boys are pretty well racing most of the races. So yeah, a few little stragglers down the end there, but the boys are out. And they're just about coming across for the line for their first flying lap.
Yeah, excellent. I'm just focusing on our newcomer there tonight,
Mr.
Dave,
Burst.
Mr. Burst, running
Yes.
the McLaren entry there, just coming across the line. Not too sure who was going to give way there into the final turn.
I saw that with
sorted it out.
Davison there, yeah.
Right. Okay. So
in
the
the
two,
Bentley.
two
But
boys there.
yeah, it's been interesting to watch the times a little bit. I got in a little bit earlier than I would normally tonight, and just watched a little bit of the practice, and the leaderboard's a little bit up and down. Obviously, with the some of the high-end drivers out, there's some of the AM drivers out, and even some of the mid-pack drivers out, but the Pro-Am drivers. But yeah, it's some of these cars that look like they're shining a little bit more at Bathurst than they have been throughout the season on some of the more shorter tracks. So Bathurst always brings a different edge to the racing, and yeah, maybe it's just horses for courses here as well. So it'll be interesting to watch, Farmer.
Oh, will be, mate. And like you sort of touched on earlier too, Dave, something's generally going to happen, isn't it, at this track? At some stage.
Definitely. It takes no prisoners.
So we've got a 90-minute race after this 12-minute qualifying session. So, yeah.
And 12 minutes is not a long time around Bathurst either, mind you. So.
Yeah, what are we looking? 2 minutes? I think they were doing 2 minutes 3s or something.
Yeah, they're doing
earlier around that time.
Yeah, definitely a very low 2-minute lap.
Quite quick laps for this track, actually. Anything around 2 minute marks.
Yeah, it's got to be, 10 seconds quicker than the V8 supercar, maybe more for a good supercar lap. As I just watched Mr. Burst run across the line for 4th position with a 2:03.5, so not too bad from the newcomer Jeff Burst.
Just seeing who's across the line there. We watch Ashley come round the final couple of corners. And behind him,
we've got Simpson. Yeah, we have Simpson in one of the Lexi, and
see Ashley going to 8th there.
And it's Mr. May, I think. And now May is actually in one of the Astons, and I thought the Aston might have a little bit of top end down, or I just see Simpson struggling out a 1. May slipped past him there. I'm not sure whether he's still on that. Vetiger dips into 2. Great camera angle there.
Yeah, good stuff. Davo, we watch these boys complete what will be their second lap. So
second lap.
What have we got? Aaron in right into posted time. Down the bottom there with Ryan, Owen, and Coulter still posted lap.
Okay, so we've got Vetiger up by 5 as he runs out of the final turn.
Josh there.
Bam.
With a 2:08. 8. That was a very fast
amazing.
lap.
John McDonald coming down into the final turn now. He's 5 up as well, 0.5 up as well. 202. Aztec over with a 2027.
Yeah, and Jake 2029.
2029.
Some good times there from these boys. Josh again, able to stretch it out by 1.4 seconds.
Unbelievable.
That's a nice lap he's able to put in there, I think, Dave.
That's a. I can't see.
It's yeah.
But
that's a good gap, isn't it?
That is that's a very healthy gap.
Reasonably tight behind that.
And I'm sure he'll just relax a little there. And
yes, he already has taken his foot off the throttle for this lap. Looking at his delta there, just cruising around.
And you wonder with yeah, sorry.
Oh, you're all right, mate. Just keeping an eye on what John had in response for that. Shown a little bit of promise on this lap. I just wonder whether the tyre is, the best on lap 2.
Yeah, sure.
You can still pull it off later.
Yeah, well, I mean, I suppose it's the track temp and ambient temperatures have probably got a little bit to do with how the tyre will perform. And it's looking pretty healthy here in qualifying with what 17 odd degrees in ambient temperature and only probably about 23 in track temperature. So it might even be a little bit cool still, like track temp wise. Do you think, Farmer?
Might be a good temp through an Enduro, mate.
Yeah, well, yeah, too true. And Bathurst at this time of year, out in sort of like central New South Wales, is it's a chilly sort of area. So.
See John there is about to go a little bit up on his time with a nice 2:01.9 there.
Yeah, marginally, but still, definitely a gain.
Still Josh in the pits there. Is he staying there or is he going to have another shot? He looks like he's reasonably happy with that time, I think, Davo. I probably would be. And just watching Steve-O coming down here with a little bit of time. He might grab a couple of positions here. Noticing the Aldi going quite good in practice. And not sure if he jumped up or not, Dave. I kind of missed what happened there. 7th at the moment. Cameron May's doing quite well in 6th in front of him. He's just coming down. No, he's not on a good lap at the moment.
Yeah, May with not an overly good time the last lap. And Melling.
See Anthony Chesner there, mate. Sorry, just jumped into 8th as well. So.
Oh, nice work from Chesner. In one of the McLarens there. It's had an up and down season so far, but still holding his own. Ooh. Obviously.
Some bad touching going on there. To Griffin's, mate, I think, with possibly someone looking out for someone else. I'm not sure what that was about there, Davo. What else we got going on? The Bentley of Nick Davison. Great looking car, these Bentleys.
Yeah, and look like they're dealing, they're liking Bathurst and the long stretch down the back straight. I don't know, it's just all the boys driving the Bentleys are looking very comfortable tonight. Even over the top of the hill, it's not just the legs that the Cessna motor of the Bentley provides, it's the
be the comfort air ride.
The air ride suspension across the top.
Obviously having some factor on that as well.
There's definitely there's definitely.
We got to shine on BK there, mate. A little bit of action. Still got half a lap to go there, but potentially could put him.
Well, BK is looking probably the healthiest
actually.
looking lap at the moment, and definitely could push him up. It's a
doesn't
long way
need a
to
lot,
the end
does
of
he?
this.
Because he's 2.7 and he's only got to gain like 3/10, and he'll get into like 5th place. So
Yeah, yeah. And I'm sure BK is pretty good with the numbers, and I'm sure he's aware of that. And driving a very tidy lap, almost like a race lap rather than a qualifying lap, but very solid. And he's well up on his current time, which, like you said, will probably slot him into about 5th or 6th place.
He could go like forward a lot of spots here if
Yeah,
he holds this
there's
together.
still boys out on track, mind you. We've still got Aztec Chesner and the newcomer Jeff Burse out on track. All are up on their laps as we watch BK come down in the final turn.
He's got a big chunk of time too, isn't he?
The famous pussy cam.
And he's gone
Bentley,
to P5.
bam, like you predicted, Farmer.
Well done to BK for that. Great qualifying. I did notice Aztec was on a decent lap there, but no, he's called it quits on the line. Still on the second row there, preliminary at the moment. Anthony Chesno again. I noticed he jumped up again there from 8th through to 6th place on the grid, and he's on another good lap actually, Davo. Probably one of the only ones on track left to really watch at the moment.
Absolutely, and making some good gains across the top of the hill. I just wonder how the different setups on these boys' cars. Like you know what Bathurst is like. It's like racing two different tracks. It's got so fast down the back and up the hill, but then across the top you need the wing, and you want to, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
So,
yeah, it's a real compromise, isn't it, with the straight versus the grip you need to get around the top of that hill.
How much compromise are these boys making in wing to either run fast down the fast sections, or
he dropped a bit there.
He did drop a bit there
through the last sector, and
yeah,
a little bit unlucky.
So not too much out on track at the moment. Who have we got?
Just checking that I didn't see Josh sneak out for a final.
I see Josh now too, actually.
Did he
into
perhaps fresh set of tyres there when we thought he'd parked up?
Right at the end. He's already done a lightning bolt lap. Why?
Actually, you're right, Davo. The rest of the field behind him is in the pits. He really...
Is this where he does the tutorial and? Well, everybody sits back and watches.
Yes, maybe it was. Maybe they asked him to go and show them how that was done. Yes.
Are you watching it?
I am.
Dave.
Really aggressive through the dipper, wasn't he?
Wow.
Yeah, he's lost it there. And
interesting stuff.
It's helicoptered straight back to the pits. Aaron Enright coming down the Conrod there, mate, with 0.3 seconds up on his lap time. This will put him 202, could put him somewhere around 6 or 7, somewhere like that.
And Gunther not too far behind, but not up on his lap.
Oh, now
he's lost a little there.
He might advance 1 now, possibly get Steve-O.
He's gained a bit there.
And he's gone to 8. He found a little bit out of that final turn. He did, yeah.
And goes into 8th with a 203.288. Well done, Aaron. That's excellent work, Farmer. This is Bathurst. The whole game changes right here, doesn't it?
Doesn't it just? It doesn't it just?
So, interesting.
Very interesting.
Very interesting.
At the qualifying there, Josh lighting up all 3 sectors with the purple boxes there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And a clear
no surprise
second over the rest of the field. That's Yeah, that's a good story for Josh, who needs these points after suffering a little bit last round. John Boy, who these guys are P1 and 2 on the champ, and they're 1 and 2 on the grid here tonight.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Jake and P3, outstanding. I think, did we talk to him last week, Davo, about how well he was doing, and he's done it again.
Yep.
Aztec on 4, that's where he needs to be as well. BK and Anthony Chestnut, Jeff
Yeah,
Burst,
so
our newcomer, mate, and on row 4 there, were alongside Aaron Enright. And those two are good mates, actually. They're Davo, so that'll be one to watch, see how that plays out. Cameron May and Steve-O rounded out the 10. What do we got after that, buddy?
oh, look, we got the old boy Ashley Vediger and the Ferraris sort of been a bit up and down.
Yeah, there or
this
thereabouts,
season.
isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brennan in 12th, Gunther in 13th, newcomer Davison in 14th, Kenny Simpson in 15th, Pete Aspie in 16th, Bear Grylls in 17th, Mule in 18th, probably not where he wants to be, Ryan in 19th, and I think it's 20 cars on track tonight with Owen rounding out the 20. Now the boys have just popped onto the grid there. Geez, that looks like a tight grid, but we do a full. We still do the full?
We do a full lap. That's right.
Procession lap for yeah. So yeah, just go and make a cup of coffee if you like, and just pop back in.
It will take a couple of minutes plus, won't it? Yes.
It will take. Well, it takes 2 minutes flat chat with your with your head out the window. So yeah, probably give it another 3 or 4 minutes after that at least. So go and put the jug on.
Minimum, yeah.
We'll be here when you get back. Join us on Twitch, actually, mind you, if you've got Twitch, and if you don't get it, and just hook up to ASRNZ on Twitch and watch our live feeds. We're also on YouTube, and let's just take this chance quickly to thank our sponsors: Hypercube Web Design and Online Marketing, GoBro Racing, New Look Painting, Outdoor Effects, Superior Joint Sealing, Spark Clean in Taupo, and Zero Vision Motorsport. The headlights are on. Farmer, is this an early start?
This is a 6 a.m. start.
6 a.m. start.
The lights are on. Good looking grid.
Yeah, look out for the kangaroos, boys. They hang around about this time of the morning, and yeah.
Yes, I guess they a little bit like a possum over here in New Zealand, I suppose.
Yeah, it's dawn and dusk.
Easy to find at times.
Typical marsupial.
Oh, good stuff. And anyone you particularly might want to have a chat with there, Davo? I was thinking we could possibly talk to someone. Maybe we could go the new guy or our push cam driver.
Let's go both.
You reckon we've got time for both?
Yes,
okay.
quickly.
We'll have a quick word with our newcomer first there. And if we can just find his name.
Just click on him.
And just quickly.
I think his name's Jeff.
There, Jeff Burst. Sorry to distract you, mate, on your first night in. Have you got a minute to talk to us?
Yeah, sure, why not? I got a whole lap actually.
You got it? Good stuff, mate. So
we don't want to distract you, you know, because being a new guy and all, we just wanted to make sure you sort of had your stuff together there, Jeff.
Yeah, got to keep it green apparently. keep it in the green. I'm like, what green?
Oh yes,
I've done the green.
New to you, so so welcome aboard, mate. We just wanted to say welcome to ASRNZ, and we've been watching you into the top 10 there in qualifying, and we'll be keeping an eye on your progress.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Hopefully the Bathurst gods are with me.
Yeah. What's your plan, mate? What's your plan? You going to fang it, or are you going to... Hey, what's the
I was
story?
keeping off the walls, mate.
You gonna take to these boys, or you just gonna keep it clean and make sure you finish?
Oh, I just try and keep away from these other guys, man. They're all running championships, so I'm not going to be shy. I'll certainly put it where I need to. But
yeah, nice. So we noticed you took the handful of a car there, picking the McLaren, mate. Are you feeling comfortable with that one? Are you?
I didn't really try anything else.
Okay. Okay.
So
Okay.
you're regretting it, or
We
you
don't
still
want to
happy with
curse
that?
you. We don't want to curse you.
That's okay. It feels fast.
Yeah, good stuff. Well, we wish you all the best, buddy.
Yeah, thank
We
you.
do, we do.
Cheers, guys.
We'll leave you to it. Thanks, mate.
Cheers, man.
Thanks, Jeff.
Oh, good stuff, Davo.
Okay.
Just grab.
We need Pussy Man, Pussy Cam.
Hey, just gonna drag our Pussy Cam driver down into the combox here. Have you got a minute to talk to us there, Mika?
Yeah, have to. Yeah, how you guys?
Oh yeah, good on you, bud. Just wanted to say well done again on another top qualifying. Seen the Bentley really strong in the last few rounds.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Look, it's been really stable around here. That's my main aim. It's just a stable car. It may not be the fastest, but yeah, stability is what's going to keep me up there, hopefully.
Yeah. Well, it sort of showed that, like Farmer just mentioned, the last couple of rounds, that car's looking really solid on track, man, and really put the pressure on some of the field there. So and climbing up the points ladder.
Yes,
so definitely got eyes on, buddy.
Yeah,
it
also helps. It also helps when you can do all the rounds as well.
Yeah, funny
so
that.
You get race fit, don't you?
You do, and your setup evolves as well with it.
Yeah.
So awesome, mate. Car's looking great. Awesome. Great driving. We'll let you go as you've got to form up here as we run down to the end of the circuit. Awesome work.
Great, guys.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Best, mate. Good luck.
Talk to you later.
Take care.
Oh, good stuff there, Davo. Get a quick word on there for a couple of the boys.
Well,
BK
the track's
there,
long enough.
yeah.
We could have probably had a word with half a dozen of them, really.
We could have, and I hope everyone's got their cup of tea made actually and come back to watch the start of this race. As we see, was that Kenny there? Just having a bit of having a bit of a sneaky look at the back. We're noticing.
He's having a bit of a shake and a wiggle, and as we go around the final turn, the boys stage up. Ready to get to the front row. McDonald. Here we go.
Here we go.
Bam.
Here we go. Oh, Josh straight away. Good start. As they round it into
JB
corner.
covers his line. McKellar's puts pressure on Aztec and probably suffers from it.
Oh, looks great as we see the whole field.
Oh,
just
look
rip
at the
past
field.
us here. Noticing Ryan there starting from the
Over
pit lane.
the crest. Yeah. Into turn 2, McKellar, BK, Chesna. The new guy, Jeff Burse, Aaron Enright. Nice stuff, guys. What have we got going on here?
Noticing Aztec back a couple of spots there. Oh no, sorry, it's just our data.
It's our data. Just goes crazy after the start of the race, guys. I apologise if we call a few things wrong, but visually we can see Josh pulling away
gone
with McDonald in tow. Yes. Aztec just sitting in that gap as he quite often does. McKellar and BK right behind, and I can't see BK hold him back too long. I think he knows that Bentley's got something to give tonight. Chesno, Enright, and then the new guy, Jeff Burse. So, yeah, Enright in a bit of a McLaren sandwich there. Cameron May up behind. Cameron May, God, he's only been in the series half
the rounds.
Half the rounds, and he's into it as they come down to the final through the chase. Nice work from the whole field, really, Farmer. They're very tidy stuff down to the final corner.
Yeah, looks good. And a nice clean lap so far. I think, Davo, with most of the boys seem to be coming around. 1, Great train of cars still at the start of the race here. Trying to get some good camera shots for you guys. Grab the whole field coming down the straight there.
Absolutely.
And
Fantastic start, Farmer.
way to go there.
All the way down the field. Doesn't look like we've had anybody drop
I
off.
don't think we have it all, Davo. Nice opening lap.
So not, very
One of the
tidy.
toughest tracks too to do that on.
Oh,
So
you know it.
well done there. And Josh just really with the hammer down out there, already putting in
Yeah.
some good
And
sectors
just-
actually.
Yeah, and just
So
trying to, like, even just on the second lap, just trying to push that gap between McDonald, which will be critical just to get the tyres to back off later in the stint. Remembering, Farmer, that we have no compulsory pit stop on there.
Yes,
As
exactly,
we forgot in the
Davo.
last Enduro.
Yeah, so as we get it wrong, we do go and work out what we're supposed to get right.
Yes,
And,
and
we
we've
are
got-
learning. We are still
Yes,
learning.
we got a little notepad here now, so we're just sort of we write shit down now. So, but Aztec again in third, just sitting in that little space which we quite often see. McKellar, BK, McKellar's Lexus in practice has been lightning. So if he can keep that thing in a straight line, I can see McKellar doing something tonight. Chesna, who's going down the field there? It's Jeff Burst, the new guy.
Is it Jeffrey, is it? Oh, he is
Yeah.
too. And I wonder what's happened there with Jeffrey. Can we go back
So,
30 seconds and see what's
Let's
up?
do that. Let's do that.
Just watching him coming down through the dipper there, Davo.
Yeah.
Possibly already lost a big chunk
No,
actually.
I think we lost that at
Yeah,
the top
I
of the
think he
hill there.
has.
So
Yeah, unlucky for Jeff.
unlucky for Jeff, but still on track and still pointing in the right direction. Steve Melling.
Steve Melling and
behind
Ashley and a
Ash.
nice group there behind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look, and these guys are really playing it sensible. Bathurst is a car killer, and it can really make a mess of your concentration in your head.
There's no
in the
run off
process.
there, is there? There's-
No.
no.
So, I mean, these guys, most of them have driven it multiple times and have a certain amount of respect for it. It's hard not to drive it fast, but you've really just got to pull back a couple of tenths on the attack mode and just set your pace. Just set your pace, hit your marks, and don't muck around. 'cause
Yeah,
this,
that's
this
right.
thing will. It takes no prisoners, Bathurst. It's race or you're dead.
Yeah,
Melling
good
all
little
over the
battle
back of
there,
Bennett's
yeah.
car.
I think the Audi will be quite good now, Conrad, there.
This will be a good little drag race to watch. Look at Melling out. This is a clean drag race out in the wind. Melling quite all top end.
Steve-O's got him at the top end there.
And did Freddie get back?
Oh!
Oh!
Oh, and a big spin there from Steve-O.
Big spin.
Oh, and a
very-
beautiful pirouette back on. Look at that.
Oh, very light touch too from Stephen. That I can
don't-
hardly see a scratch on that car. Like seriously, did it touch the wall? It looked like it touched the wall.
I think just a little touch up there. Very light
Oh.
touching. Very lucky to get away with that, Steve-O. And beautifully put it back on track with a
Stephen.
nice re-entry.
Stephen.
And well done, take a bow, Steve-O.
Yeah, that's worth points.
And that will help the check come back,
Yes.
actually. In the mail, obviously, for the next round,
Do
possibly.
you think we'll see some Castrol sponsorship on that car next
maybe.
week?
But, you know, if he can climb back forward from there, I think it show a bit of promise.
Well, if anything, it proves that if he does go back on the car, he won't scratch at all. So it's just.
Maybe you could borrow those ones that you just stick on the side for the day and give them back.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
right.
yes.
Yeah.
Don't scratch them.
So yeah, nice work from Stephen. Good recovery, bro. That's
Yeah, good
tidy
recovery.
stuff. As we see the sun starting to come up, early start for this race today.
Yeah, nice early start there. 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock start. So yeah, a little bit. As you just see him run through the skyline there, little bit of sun starting to peek over the horizon.
I'm not sure on our time scale there. But yeah, just keep an eye on what's happening up front there. Both Josh and John still staying with them. Couple good laps running in the 202s. Those two front boys there. Rest of the field in the threes down to Cameron May in 8th place there. So still a good tight battle with the lap times for these front two really pushing on.
Yeah. Yeah, the battle really does. I just see Aspie re-entering the circuit in the KTM Bentley there.
Yeah.
Mule's just picked up behind, and that's Jeff just a little bit wide as well. So the boys are just in this mid to lower pack are just starting to find their feet. They are very close, like seriously from pretty well Bear Grylls. Bear Grylls, yeah, Bear Grylls back to about Kenny Simpson, which is about 8 cars. Is what Owen Willissy? No, Mule. Yeah. So 6 cars. Yeah. So that's a pretty healthy pack of cars. There's literally a car length between these guys at the moment.
And of course we've got Steve-O and Jeffro there racing together, and these guys qualified a few posies up from where they are. So they'll have a bit of pace on these boys in front of them. Well, at least the first 4 or 5 of them they will anyway.
Yeah, you would think so, Farmer.
So
yeah.
They'll be looking to obviously to improve, but not do anything stupid at the same time. So
Yeah, and obviously some of these circuits, like and Bathurst is one. It's just like you can do a quick lap around Bathurst, and you just know you can do a little bit quicker, and it just begs you to push that little bit harder. So we watched Burst.
Jeffro, big move on Steve.
A drag race with the Audi in the McLaren. Burst has got the outside line into the chase. No one's going to yield here.
No, and Jeffro round, and that McLaren were good top end, Davo. Took on that Audi there.
Absolutely. Now Melling tried the same manoeuvre, but the opposite way round earlier, and had a massive spin, nearly taking the car out. So well done from Melling there. A little bit of a lock at the brake.
Just noticing the front end of our new guys, McLaren there, really beat up, Davo. Something has happened that we clearly missed there, quite significant.
Yeah, well, we saw it in the data too. We saw it on the timing boards there earlier, that him drop down through the field, and even with us pulling back a 30 seconds or so, we missed it. But yes, clearly he's had a big lose at the top of the hill. Who's that in the background there?
I was actually just up ahead there.
Is that Aspie and Mule? Okay, Aspie's gone past.
Yeah.
Okay. So where are we at the moment?
Here with Ashley and Cameron May. Just Ash was putting a bit of heat on Cameron there.
Yeah, Ashley looking speedy in the Ferraris, but has May actually come past Ash, or is Ash still behind?
I think Ash
May.
is still behind, possibly there. May out-qualified him with a bit of a mistake there.
That Ferrari's looking very tidy across the top of the hill as they drop down into the Forest Elbow there and out onto the straight. Oh. Now, this is what I was talking about earlier. That Aston looks like it has a little less wing than Vettiger's Ferrari on it. It might explain why Vettiger was very tight up behind it across the top of the hill, but May just stretches that, although only a small amount, he stretches that lead down the straight. And then again, even in that braking area on the final turn there, Vettiger right up behind the Aston of May. So, yeah, interesting to watch here. This is probably a good lap. These guys are very tight at the moment. This is an interesting lap to watch.
Yeah, we might go car with
Vettiger out on the side. This is like a true drag race here. So this is a classic example of the slip. Vettiger's all over it. May have backed off there actually, but
he's taken him.
So nice work from Ash there. Plenty of pressure. The Ferrari's looking solid, and definitely pressure where pressure was due to take that position. So yeah, nice work, Ash.
Yeah, and instantly Ash there, sort of gapping it, like you say, across the top twisties. Probably running a little bit more aero.
A little bit more aero, yeah, I think
Loving
so.
the corners.
The car looks very solid, and yeah, just I mean, the only consolation is that they lose it a little bit down the straight, but like, look at them across the top. There's so much time at Bathurst made across the top. You know, it's such a tricky place to drive. You know, with the elevation changes and the way it drops off the hill and runs up the hill. So
yeah, great watching the camera come down through that downhill section there out the back of Ash's car there, looking.
Yeah.
Really see the elevation.
See that elevation.
Good stuff from these boys, actually.
Yeah, nice tidy work from both. Very clean driving, actually. Neither of them are up on the curves too hard. Neither of them are out on the grass kicking up dust. Very tidy work from both Ash and Cameron. And I just see in the background, actually, that's Davison, who's probably the newest guy apart from this new guy, Jeff Burrs. So
yeah, doing well. Back in the top 10 at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So well done from Davison. Popped himself in the top 10 there. Definitely one to watch in the future.
It's Steve-O and Jeffro going toe-to-toe again, Davo.
Oh,
yeah,
here we go.
And Steve-O's tucked back in behind there.
And you think
I think Jeffro might have had another little error there, possibly Davo or something.
Okay, you can see another little mark on that McLaren.
Well, the rest of them have caught up to him. He was, he did gain the position on Steve-O was forward, so.
But that's still a pretty little healthy train of cars there, and the Czechs bounce Melling Castrol car is
it's
looking
Jeffro.
pretty tidy. Oh,
Burrs. Massive moment across McPhillamy there, wasn't it?
Catch.
Oh my God.
Go back. We're going to see that. Go back. 30 seconds. Look at Burrs. Just unbelievable catch.
Oh, and he hit the wall going into
He
he hit the wall prior to that. That's upset the car. Big off.
Look at that. Unbelievable.
And then manages to gather it up actually and gets down through the dip nice and clean.
Oh.
And we carry on. We
carry on into the chase. I'm sure Melling is just looking at the back of that McLaren. He can just smell the blood. You know, like he's just thinking, oh, it's only a matter of time. But yeah, well done from Jeff Burst. He's actually pushing really hard.
He is.
Yeah.
And a great little bunch actually in front of them as well, Dave, over there with Nick, B-Dog, Bear. Oh, and who was that we just saw?
Was Mule.
That
was Mule's Lexus.
Mule.
Just Spears. Oh,
there's tears.
Humanity.
We're going to have to rewind that. Just watch him come around that turn again. And he's just going to catch up there. And he's all over the back of Pete going into turn 1. Oh, he's on the grass prior to that. Chucks it in deep, really just spears off.
Yeah.
Just a whole heap of oversteer on exit there.
And a whole heap of hurt against the wall.
And his car really looking worse for wear now, Dave, as we see it coming up the top.
Actually, I'm just watching it actually run up the hill there at the BP.
Yeah, isn't it? Yeah.
That's a busted ass looking. The front of it looks like a drop crab, you know. Like.
Oh, and unfortunately, he did that right on pit exit, so he's got the longest route.
Longest in lap you've ever done.
Possible.
So, so unfortunate there for Mule. Yeah, but that's racing at Bathurst.
Steve-O Jeffro
what can
battle
I say?
continues, mate. I'm noticing these two boys stuck together here for the first part of the race. A good 20 minutes now.
And this is where we're at. And like seriously, I thought Melling quite possibly would have got round Jeff by now, with Jeff being such a Nubian but Melling still just showing some respect.
There.
Yes, that's right.
And probably buying his time knowing that Jeffro will probably have another little something in the not too near future.
Something with one of the walls. Yeah.
Yes.
But, yeah, well done. We could probably call him Jeffro, actually. He's doing okay. But anyway, Bear Grylls is smack bang in that middle of that pack that's just right in front of Burst and
good to run
Melling.
Him there.
Yeah. So that's not a bad little pack, although they've sort of got their settled in their positions, except for Rowan Grylls, which look like they could. Yeah, just get a little bit tangled up, both in the Lexi.
Yeah, nice stuff there. Just a quick look.
Hard to wait. Where do you want to watch?
Yeah, no, we're just keeping an eye on the Bear Grylls. Good to battle there at the moment, Davo.
It's getting tight.
Great little battle between the Toyota boys here.
Oh, Gunther just run a little wide.
I tell you, Gunther will have a go. He won't be shy if there's a chance. So, Bear will know it. There's been a bit of rivalry, I think, between these two.
Yeah, nice. We like that.
And good run here.
Oh. Very tight up behind Grylls' car there from Gunther, and
you can see Bear using all the track and a little bit of grass as well, just to get the most out of it.
Yeah, making that overpriced Camry look very wide. So yeah, well done, Bear. Here we go. This is a reasonably tight field for a Bathurst race.
Yes, 22 minutes in.
Through this mid pack here, it's a very tidy looking field.
It is actually.
You know,
B-Dog Nick, these two will win a
Oh,
pass
here we go.
here.
Here we go.
Bear with the inside line there, and although Gunther kind of had a good run on him, he really
did. He showed the nose.
Yeah, and he didn't let track didn't go the right way for him, and he thought better of that. Very fast section
Yeah.
of the track actually through there. So and the sparks flying out of the
Yeah,
back
didn't
of
want
that
to
Bentley.
didn't want to do the Ambrose
The Ambrose Murphy
Brendan Murphy
reunion.
thing going on.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
It still hurts.
It does, it cuts us deep, mate. Don't you worry about that. They come on the Conrod, still locked at it. I see Jeffro
Yes.
and Steve in the background there, also still locked in battle.
Very much so. So yeah, hard to know who to watch here.
Got sort
The
of a
big-
reasonable run there,
Yes,
right up
the-
behind the wing of Bear, but really
The row
just-
Grills. Oh,
Oh,
deep.
oh,
Oh, Grills
oh.
makes. Oh, they both make a slight mistake.
Not sure if there was any touch-ups there or not.
I
wonder if
I
we could just-
didn't look like it, but let's go back.
Oh, we just went into the wrong car there and caught Bear and car slipping off. And I just wonder whether Bear went very deep there.
Yeah, I think they both made mistakes, but Gunther a little less so. So, well done. Both drivers actually kept it, like there was no contact, and yeah, just the slightest mistake around here, and that's a clear indication of what Bathurst is like. There's no coming back from just a little bit of a brain fart like that.
You do have to push hard, man. You do have to concentrate so hard
you-
as well.
Yeah, there's no grabbing for the beer down the straight. So, well, they can. It is actually pretty much so you can, but get it done before the chase.
Yes, get it well done before the chase.
So, obviously that's rattled, I think, Bear Grylls.
Oh, it has.
Oh,
and
in the
and
process.
you can see Jeffro and Steve on his mirrors now.
Yeah.
He's rattled even more, I think.
Yeah, I think so. And
Just have a look out the back of Bear's car. It's the new guy, the Jeff Burse and old mate Steve-O on the back of him.
Just remembering that bright green Audi is trying to make amends. It wants to make a point before the end of this season, so it gets some sponsorship back for.
Yes, that's a very good point, actually, Davo.
Yeah, before next year, so for 2021. So,
And the Lexus
good.
had good power down
Yeah,
front there,
look,
actually, Davo. I thought these
it
guys
had.
were gonna get a bit of a slipstream up on them there, but really didn't happen.
Yeah, well, look, that's what I was saying earlier. Like, after watching practice, all the boys in the Lexi were going fast. So, McKellar being one of them, who I think is still sitting in fourth position. So, these horses for courses, sometimes, look at it pull away there. Look at Grills pull
look
away
at
from
pull
that
away
McLaren.
And I wonder if we might do a lap with the unsponsored Audi there.
Oh,
Just
good
to get
idea.
a
Let's
view
do
of a couple
that.
in front of them.
Let's do that.
As they go around turn 2 there, climb up the hill. And we'll just be able to see Jeffro's McLaren there in front of Steve-O.
Yeah, nice tidy work from all drivers here. See this very technical track. Oh, the elevation changes and the undulations across the top of the mountain here. Multiple apexes, up and down. And then this across skyline, down into the dipper. Very difficult part of the circuit. You really got to commit to these apexes. Oh, as we see,
One of the
road.
Camrys there, mate.
One
Big
of the
error.
Camrys, yeah.
Yeah, into the wall.
I wonder if that's just gone into
I wonder if
the
we'll be able to
battery.
see what's happened
Well,
there.
the battery might have been a bit flat, like you might have had to have a bit of a recharge there. So, but yeah,
Just just going to see if I can see what maybe did happen to... oh, he's just had a moment on his own coming through the dipper there, Davo. Just straight ahead,
I
front
see
on
that.
into the wall.
Yep.
Yeah, and he's lost 3 positions through that too, so...
Yeah, in quick succession, so... Yeah. It's almost like a...
Unlucky, he was doing well there. We saw him...
so you want to watch what sort of cab you get into, really, you know, like... You know, some of these guys drive better than others.
The hybrid's not always the choice, is it?
Not at all.
Yeah, just a bit of check on who is actually leading this race, mate.
I'm still out of the front of Melling's car.
Got a bit of camera guys. I having a bit of an earthquake under his feet there as we just flick back to possibly Aztec. There he is, nice air.
I think the camera guy was driving a Camry as well, I might have.
Possibly, he had a bit of a shake-up there, Davo. I'm not sure if he possibly...
I might have insulted him. Anyway, like I said, still out of the front of Melling's car, myself, just watching him chase burst down across the top of the hill, so...
yeah, good little battle.
Very nice little battle there, and yeah, everybody's settled in nicely here as we get down to where are we at time-wise, Farmer?
Nearly coming up to the 1 hour mark there, Davo. So almost a third of this race gone now. I think I've got the information correct here, David, where although there's no compulsory pit stop, you will run out of fuel.
Of course.
If you do not stop. So I think by
there's
default,
no chance.
Everybody will be going in, and so whether they choose to do that as a 50-50 or they do a top-up dash without tyres in the air.
Okay, as we see Melling drop into the pits.
Straight away, as we start to talk about
yeah, there you go.
So Stevo clearly going in to go in early, and I would say that would be the fuel.
Oh, messy entry. I noticed that it's cloudy and it is 13 degrees ambient and it's 13 degrees track temperature, so these boys will be struggling for grip here, won't they?
Yeah, reasonably cold. These boys have been used to running up in the high 20s, even the 30s. Yeah, the last few rounds there, and just going to keep an eye on Aaron coming right up onto the back of BK there. Another good battle still going on. After
awesome
a half
battle
hour
going
racing
there.
And BK qualified in 5, and he's still in that position, so
yeah,
still holding very well there. Jake still in 4th place too, possibly qualified in 3rd. I think Aztec may have got Jake for position off the start there. Actually, I think we saw Aztec hit to P3 with a good launch. So Jake's still doing really well. These guys still doing good. Ashley's come forward to 7th place, mate. He qualified worse than that, so.
Yeah, well done from Ash there. Actually, struggled with the Ferrari off and on throughout the season. So
yeah, and a nice big gap behind him there, and a little bit of a gap in front of him. So Cameron May, 8th place there, kind of a little bit alone as well, and Anthony Chestnut.
But the
9th place at McLaren, yeah.
Sure, and so the battle to watch really at the top end of the field is the Enright BK battle, as the Aston tries to stay on the back of that Pussycam Bentley, and these boys had reasonably consistent seasons. Through the mid-pack, so these guys know what they're doing, They're well up in the points.
Yeah, they are. Aaron with some good strong finishes, and also
Yeah.
BK in the late has also
Oh,
come through really strong
BK
too. So
definitely. I think he's running 5th or something in the championship. So BK no slouch and knows. Look, and he's been up and down through on the podium over many years with ASRNZ. So BK knows what he's doing. The struggle's probably more with making the races, really, through work or personal issues. So, yeah. Yeah, so nice little battle going on there.
nice little battle. I was just thinking of the brands we've got out there. We're missing the Lambo tonight there.
We are
Davo
missing the Lambo.
of
That's a
Jules Go,
shame.
and happened to actually run into the Lambo driver there at the weekend. Davo had a couple of beers with the man.
Ah.
Hooked us up with a bit of merch actually.
Well, we have been asking.
We had been asking, and he's come through for us there with a couple of t-shirts and a beanie each there, mate. So.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. Proudly wearing the Lambo merch tonight there, but of course we did expect to see him on the grid there. That hasn't quite worked in our favour. Hope to see him back for the final round.
Well, yes, next time he's in race, I don't think anybody else will get a show in because we'll following his car. So
yes, absolutely.
Yeah, thanks.
So do come back, mate. We do owe you one now. So you'll certainly be on the cameras if you come back for next week, mate. Yeah,
absolutely.
And we appreciate the meetings, mate.
We're loving that. It's cold though.
It is. Yes. And so Aaron actually stole really hunting the back of the BK Twistcam car.
Oh, yes.
Pretty much the really only battle we've got actually at the moment there. Just noticing John still in second place there, but only 2.4 seconds behind Josh, so still reasonably in touch.
Yeah.
And then a good 10 seconds back to Aztec in third. So another couple of good solid performances up there. Still got to keep it together though for another 55 minutes.
He does, and that's the challenge. I mean, Bathurst is, like it's just that sort of place where, and we see it year after year with the VSs.
Oh,
we see
Enright with the big bad touch-up move there.
Is it the witching hour? I was just about to go into it. It's just like you get to that certain point in the race, and all that concentration, and you start to relax, and you start to get in your rhythm, and then bam, you make the mistake. You relax too much. As we see, Enright just totally misses brake markers.
Just by smidges, wasn't it? And when you're doing so speed.
Such a difficult track. Luckily, both drivers there, actually, Farmer, seem to just skip over the sandpit there and gather it all together.
Yeah, noticing that
not too far behind. That's Gunther.
That is
I think Gunther's in actually back marker. Yes, he is.
Yes, you are.
So,
Gunther's actually back in 18th place there. These two are 6 and 7.
So Vedica not too far behind, but
nicely.
Lucky
Very lucky
boys.
stuff. And that Bentley was actually very solid, wasn't it? It really absorbed the Aston into the side there, and the air suspension clearly, coming into play
made a difference.
Absolutely,
That's right.
yeah. It didn't really actually shake it that much on the track. So.
No, it didn't. And so just quickly pick up on Burst and Aspie. Farmer.
Good little battle back here. And I wonder if Jeff's managed to skip past. heat there. Where's Steve-O? Steve-O is 4 spots behind Jeff now. Oh, because Steve-O's pitted, so...
Steve-O's pitted.
Yeah, okay,
He was the first one to come into the pits, so...
So, yeah, possibly Jeffro, possibly making a position there. These guys still clawing back from qualifying, you know, well forward of this position.
Oh, absolutely. Grills included, so...
Yes.
Yeah, just interesting to watch these boys. Again, I reiterate what I was saying before. It's just this, it's Bathurst. It's this totally unforgiving track. It takes an immense amount of concentration to run for any length of time here, and you know, if you don't have that concentration, you will suffer, and you will go back, and your car will end up looking like Jeff Burse's car at the moment. So yeah.
Yeah, good little battle actually, catch up on Bear Grylls. I might just dash in the top up my trip.
Yes.
Sweet.
As we watch Jeff, actually, he's had the last couple of laps constant pressure from Aspie there, as you can see, and a little bit of toing and throwing, but as Farm and I have discussed, you know, like the wing, the amount of wing on these cars will really affect them from the top of the bound to down the straight. So although Burst looks really quick across the top, well, this lap anyway, be interesting to see how Aspie's Bentley runs down the straight. So to see again, Burst range right up on Grills, but we don't know.
Still on, mate.
Yeah, just noticing that Jeff had a really top run across the top of the hill to that last lap, and yeah, just not sure what the wing setups are on these cars, you know, like we were talking about earlier, Farmo, and they can be so quick down the straight and pretty lackluster across the top, or vice versa. So yeah.
Just noticing there, Ashley into the pits and Chesney into the pits. A couple of boys starting to make a little bit of a move as to win and showing their cards as to what their strategy possibly is.
Yeah, and as obviously 40 minutes in, we see the boys starting to roll into the pits, like you mentioned, Ashley and Anthony Chesner, both in the pits. Ashley in the Ferrari just drops off the jacks and rolls out. Chester in the McLaren also just about to drop off the jacks, I think, and roll out. But
I see Kenny as well come around there. I wonder if Kenny's already pitted. Ashley's kind of slots in behind him there, and another one of the Camrys, I think, coming up behind that as well. I'm not sure what that is, Davo.
oh, Simpson.
Kenny, right. And
Did you?
We've still
Oh,
got Shooty.
massive drift. I think he's in a wrong servo. I think he was in the. Thought he was in the drift servo. Anyway, and I think that's Ashley Ash Vediger. Has Simpson pitted? Just notice Aaron Enright coming in as well, just quickly, and Davison in to the pits as well. So here we go. It's starting to get busy.
Yeah, good stuff. And Jeffro all over the back of Beer again. position here. Just inside the 10, there's two as they come down. I wonder if anyone's going to duck into the pits out of these two. No, they're going to carry on for another lap. So there's still plenty of fuel in the tank, which, obviously.
So this is, they're obviously going the half and half fuel strategy.
Well, we're coming up to halfway now.
Yeah.
Next, well, one more lap will be halfway. Sort of down the line there. We've got Aaron.
And you sort of expect that on a track like this. Well, for me anyway, if I was racing it, but
yeah, you'd want a new set of tyres.
Yeah,
and then,
yeah.
Of course, if you're going to go for tyres, then you might as well go in halfway
and go
and if you're
top
going to
it
do
up.
that, then you might as well fuel to get to halfway and
Yeah.
to the end. So, yeah, probably the most obvious.
No, it'll just be interesting to see what McDonald, Aztec McDonald and Rediger does.
So John Boy's
Also,
on the pits now, actually. And
oh, he is too. There we go. As Rediger continues on, Aztec continues on, McKellar continues on. BK, okay, here we go. BK coming in.
sure, we're just getting a little bit of camera shake there on a couple of the front runners there, Davo. Just not too sure what's going on there.
May in as well.
Yeah, just watch Cameron May.
So we got McDonald, BK, and May in the pits as we speak. I think McKellar would be rolling. He's still around the track. Brendan also rolling in to the pits. Here we go.
Who should we watch, mate? Should we watch Steve-O perhaps? Oh, he's still at the top of the mountain.
Well, we're just going to watch. Oh, I was just going to watch. Oh, well, there you go. Probably BK.
It's BK on the jacks there in the pits. And I think I saw the.
Because John's out. Aztec didn't come in, McKellar didn't come in, and Josh didn't come in. So let's just watch BK.
So John Boy potentially the first of the front runners with the pit stop done.
Okay, so BK has come out well in front of Enright. Enright was already in, so there's a big gain.
We are at the halfway mark, still a long way to go.
Nice work.
And we just got the call that we've reached halfway, so.
We did get the halfway call just right then, Farmer.
And Josh in the pits now as well, and Aztec, so our front runners.
Okay, okay. We got to watch this.
Not sure.
Josh in the pits.
I was just watching John come down.
McKellar's coming down.
down
Aztec's in. Aztec just dropped in. Okay, so it's Aztec McKellar that we really need to watch when they come out on McDonald, isn't it?
Yeah, I was just going to keep an eye on McDonald as he's coming down to the final turn.
Go
Helicam
Helicam there.
Might be the better option there as we in a horrible
Okay, so that's Josh is out.
Not ideal.
Okay, so the boys. John's gone.
John's gone.
Josh is gone.
Aztec and Jake still sitting there in the pits.
Still sitting there in the
And we
pits.
see the Bentley.
Oh, the Bentley goes,
pull out.
obviously. Okay, so nothing's changing. Really there. Jeff Burst, the new guy, in right behind Bear Grylls. This is a battle. This is probably one of the ones to watch just quietly now as the top runners just come out pretty well unscathed. Here we go. Look at these two boys.
These two.
Watch this. Watch this.
Come in.
Oh,
And look how close Jeff's parked behind the back bumper of Bear's car there.
I'm
Oh, and he's had to back it up. He's backed it up.
I'm thinking half factor 2. I'm thinking, how's Jeff going to get out of that?
Yeah,
He's going to have to back the car up.
And we've just seen Jeffro back it up to hit the pit bay properly. Yeah, and you'll probably see Bear.
So Bear move off
get the
earlier.
better of that. And just keep an eye on who may be coming round. And that was the McLaren event on Chestnut, and I think B-Dog there able to cruise through.
Bear moves
Bear's
off.
gone. There goes Steve-O's Audi.
There goes Steve-O's Audi. So there you go.
Was that Pete possibly in the Bentley behind him?
Burst is still on the jacks.
Yeah, Jeffro's still in there, and
I
wonder if he's repairing the damage, Dave.
I don't know whether he's briefed his pit crew either about how difficult this shit is.
Oh no, he's
Oh,
moving.
he's off.
He's moving. Okay,
work,
Jeffro's going to lose. I think going to lose it in a few spots.
He might lose a couple there.
We just see the
That's all
Lexus
good.
come around the
Not bad
corner
for a
there.
newbie.
Oh, and Josh catching up behind them. And for some reason, Josh's car is just not looking pretty on our screen there, Dave. Really can't work that out, mate.
Josh Rediger,
Yeah.
what's going on?
It is jumping forward and back in a horrendous hell of a scene.
Well, he had some internet issues in the past.
Seems to be John Boy's car's doing it a little bit as well. Seems to be the couple
Okay,
up
I'm
front there
on-
for some reason there, Davo.
I'm on Helicam.
I'm going to go back to BK, it's all nice, so...
I'm on Helicam and I'm getting a reasonable ping.
Okay.
So, looks pretty good from my end, brother. And he's looking good on track.
Just keep an eye on Bear Grylls and Pete coming down Conrod.
Roger.
Oh, and Pete with a big sideways manoeuvre there. Oh, and again, they've come together.
Oh, that was nasty.
That was
quick
unfortunate there.
quick replay on that. 10 seconds.
Another replay on that. Should we go in car with Pete or something?
Let's do that.
You can see him roaring onto the back of Bear's Camry
So
there.
close.
Bear
So
actually
close.
moves out of his way, and Pete's having to go really tight around this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's just.
Oh.
And he's tried to keep it tight there, just in case Bear's gone around the outside of him, and unfortunately they come round on him.
Tough call there for Pete Aspey there in the in the Bentley.
Because it looked like he was going to get that done on Bear too, actually.
He did.
Doesn't look too bad there. Davo scratches wise. Bear's car is looking okay as well, so. Actually, Pete going quite well tonight. That was unfortunate for him. He was having a good race there.
Yeah, he hasn't actually dropped that far behind Grills, but
No.
yeah, just he is back a little bit further than he'd probably like to be, and yeah, could easily have been in the top 10, as could Bear. So yeah, nice work. Some of these boys are come out of the pit stops really pushing hard. Joshy obviously just really comfy in the Datsun at the moment. Pushing down the hill there, coming up on Willisy, I think Farmer there, if you haven't noticed there, one of the back markers, and just really tied up behind the Aston. Willisy moves over, tries to move over for Vediger as he just pulls a little bit of slip out of the Aston and runs down the straight.
Sent Josh down that side there.
Yeah,
Leg
yeah,
through.
nicely. McDonald, right up behind Burst's car. Burst, the new guy, is a back marker into the chase.
Now,
He's up on his time. These guys
wow.
are looking
Oh,
pretty
and
solid.
Jeff with a big moment there.
Big, just, oh, can we drop back at that?
Can we drop back at that? Can we go on board and see what he was dealing with there? Because I like to see his wheel work there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's only just glanced the wall, but yeah, after that, we've got.
Just watching him coming in Conrod there, Davo into the chase.
Yeah.
Oh, and just a big moment mid-corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just a tank slap moment there. And like you say, just a touch up with the super cheap side there on the end. And
Not much, but just enough.
And he's carrying on. And he's carrying on again.
He's done well, actually. He's just done a little bit of a light brief with it and carried on. So.
And he'll be thinking about our comments on that McLaren.
No doubt.
As we mentioned earlier
No doubt, as he watches back later this week. But yeah, Aztec really putting in a solid performance, as is the two boys in front of them.
Yeah, now Aztec in
third
another
position.
lonely race,
Oh.
mate. Again, we see the Bentley.
But performance, Farmer, like the guys. Look at this, it's just faultless at the moment. Quickly, don't focus on him too much because we'll put the mocker on him.
Yeah.
And he'll crash into the wall or something to destroy it. So, but yeah, really nice work from.
It is actually looking pristine there with not a scratch on.
Yeah.
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 And he's got a good clear 17 seconds back to Jake behind him and a good 16 seconds in front of him to John. So really in a big time zone there.
Yeah. And when you look at the numbers like that, it is a big gap and a very comfortable position to be in. And I mean, clearly he doesn't have the Jibs mowing contract around Bathurst here because he hasn't been on the grass at all tonight and been looking after the curbs. So yeah, nice work from Aztec.
Yeah, probably one of the bigger contracts actually to do this track.
Well,
with a substantial amount of land involved in this.
I'm sure. I'm sure the Bentley Jim's mowing team would be chasing that
all
one.
Over it. Yeah.
All over it. Okay, who have we got after that? McKellar?
Jake's still doing it in fourth
My
place.
God, and he's way back from Aztec there, but solid as, just no doubt about it. Really well done.
Yeah,
Not-
really well done in
not
fourth
the-
place there.
Mate, and even in his position, no pressure. You know how easy it is to make a mistake around here, Farmer Ray, and just destroy that race. You know, like with that gap, you know, like so. Well done from Jake.
His car's looking nice and clean too, mate. So,
It's looking
Yeah.
exceptionally tidy. Who we got after that?
yeah, well, he's
BK
got a
and
good
Aaron.
11 seconds back to BK there. And Aaron sort of quite reasonably close behind BK. And
Oh, they've regathered those fighting positions again. And this is, I think, where we were at before the pit stops, Farmer.
I think you're right there,
actually.
Davo, with a little bit of coming together there with Aaron making that mistake into the chase earlier on before the pit stops. And it's good to see this is going to carry on.
It
no
is,
love
it
lost
is.
between these boys.
Yeah, and two very respectful drivers, and yeah, definitely know how to race an enduro like this. Clearly, both of them doing an awesome job at the moment here at Bathurst. Massive effort from all of these boys to run
Yeah.
the 90 minutes around here.
Just
So
looking at Ashley there in 7th as he just has a bit of a touch up coming down through the dipper. Looking a little bit worse for Ware. He's testing the steering there down Conrod. Possibly can see
just
himself.
a little.
Possibly see himself on the big screen there. But of course he's got 5 5 seconds to get right in front of him, and we're just waiting for the gap, but he's got a big gap behind him as well, so another sort of position there, just circulating, big 16 seconds behind him as well, so comfortably secured that spot, but still has to bring it home, and he's just locked in front wheel there going into the final turn.
Yeah, it's so easy to do here, isn't it, Farmer?
Yeah,
Like we were
he doesn't look comfortable again, really, in that Ferrari.
in the Ferrari, no.
Davo, I know we've said it before in previous rounds.
The car just never looks really comfy on track, and it shows pace quite often, and it has done throughout the season. But yeah, just not quite as comfortable as I think Ash would like to be in that car. Yeah, nice work, holding a good position still, and doing well in the championship. Pretty well with a 7th position. So yeah, nothing to sneeze at.
Little battle there for position between Owen and Gunter there for 14 and 15. I think we just wanted to make a mistake there. Off onto the grass, yes we did, and because we love our replays,
Oh, let's do that.
you're going to have to go back and watch them come
30?
down Conrod Straight. 30 again there.
30's good.
Uh,
Oh yeah, very tired. Over the top of the hill.
it's coming down.
The red mist
Shows here, and
just goes over about now.
really just kind of ran around and managed to avoid the walls.
Done well, done
nicely,
well,
yeah,
done well.
and we carry on.
And nothing to see here, people.
Nothing to see here.
So,
Hope they didn't catch that on camera.
too bad, really. Anyway.
Yeah, so Steve-O showing a bit of hate there onto the back of B-Dog.
Yeah, oh look, I'd like to see that Melling Audi really punch some numbers, but it has disappointed the last few rounds, and I just don't know whether it's got it. I think he's actually trying to come back around, Rolf. I don't know whether is he attacking? I know he's in position.
Yeah.
I know he's in position, but I thought Stephen was in front of Brendan earlier. But still, yeah, that's the commitment. Is that Audi got the punch? Can you put that car up that far up beside the Aston at Bathurst to make that move, Farmer?
Well, yeah, look, Steve-O's going to have to plan it, and if top end is where the strength is, then he's going to have to make sure somehow out of Forest Elbow he is right on the bumper of that Aston, and he needs to focus on that point of the track, I think, first before executing something at the end of the straight. And Steve-O will be trying to work out where he may be able to get something on that Aston, I guess, in front of him, as you do as a driver when you're following someone lap after lap. Planning, plotting, and then committing. That's obviously, you've got to commit to these things too sometimes, Davo, when these opportunities arise. So.
And it can be tough for some, and not so for others, and mistakes do happen. But Melling definitely sizing up, and Stephen a numbers man.
Really needs to get onto the back of the Aston.
He'll have his abacus out.
Yes, he will.
He'll be checking his numbers and making sure he's got the right trajectory off the corner here, and
he's not close enough.
And he'll know already that he's not close enough. That's right, Farm.
He will. The abacus will be leading the wrong way.
That's right. All the little beads will be with outside.
Not this lap, but...
But yeah, Belling definitely making a showing in that unsponsored Audi.
We did see him qualify well, and then he's dropped back.
Yeah.
And he's come through. We did say to him that he's going to need to bring it back through the field here. And so far, he's advanced a few spots. He's still going round. Great little battle with Jess Burst earlier on, who we've seen have some big moments in the McLaren. Steve-O, have a good little run here. He's going to put a bit of pressure on the B-Dog, keep it tight around that turn. Yeah, very tricky to make a move up through here.
Yeah, so I'm sure the beats on the Apicus are sliding to and fro for Stephen at the moment as he attacks Brendan across the top of the mountain. We probably should just have a quick look up the front here. Josh just he's literally coming up behind the boys we were just watching. McDonald not far behind. Getting across the top of the mountain at the moment.
12-second gap there to Josh out front now. Still only an error minutes.
Well, there is, and errors usually are plenty at Bathurst. Aztec in third, just getting up through and around the great area. McKellar coming up the hill still, under the tree. The Camry sounds way more awesome than I hear them over here.
It does sound pretty awesome actually than the standard road version, doesn't it?
The standard cab. So no, it's all good there. BK also coming. He's got Enright flamethrowing the back of that Bentley at the moment. He wants to look at that. He wants to look at that pussy cam, and it has been going on nearly half the race. This battle.
Aaron's just clawed him back just a little bit at a time.
It's been relentless, hasn't it? I see Aaron there. Did you see Aaron there? He's backed off. He's way offline. He's backed right off.
Oh, he's had a hell of a sink.
Round.
Oh, he's gone round.
Oh, I was going to
have to
say.
We're going to have to 30 that back, David.
We're going to have to 30 that back and go to Aaron.
Yeah,
but
just watch him come across the top as they head down.
I thought he had sort of gathered that because I could see it going on in the background, but I thought he just backed off enough. He backed off there, and then he backed off here, and then he comes down here. Oh.
Yeah, very strange. Oh, and then he's just touched up the inside of the wall and spun around. And
what a shame.
Oh, and Ashley there just managing to go around the outside of him. Quite a strange one there, Davo. Like he almost like lifted off him, but then...
Yeah. It looked like he nearly had it, but just didn't quite. Oh, mate. Bathurst. I just blame... It's the Bathurst gods again. They're amazing things. Okay.
And Peter Beera also stole that same battle, mate. Continuing on there. As they come down from Fronzo.
Yeah, and Pete, like all over there again. It's like we see this aero battle down the straight. Like who's running more wing, who's getting it across the top, who's not. You know, like and Aspie, Bear Grylls down into the chase. Who's got the brakes? Who's got the grip? Oh, nice work. We've seen lots of people come off there already tonight.
Yes, we have seen a bit of action there.
Comes with the territory. McDonald in the background. McDonald obviously in second position to lap these guys. Joshua's obviously already gone through.
And we see these guys week after week, don't we, Davo, come through the likes of the Josh, the
Sure. Yeah.
As did,
Yeah.
you know, we're missing obviously the Percos and the Crozies and whatnot, but these other guys, they turn up consistently front runners.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And you only got to look at the way the whole pack has stepped up tonight. You know, 2 or 3 or maybe 4 in some cases positions with a few of the top end guys and the mid to top end guys dropping out. So yeah, good, awesome race. Again, it's just still like so unpredictable, Farmer. Really, it's because it's Bathurst. It just doesn't matter when the fast guys are gone. You know, anybody could just shit themselves anytime. So,
this will be interesting with the Pete and Bear battle there, because as
I'm
John Boy comes
watching
through,
that.
they'll
I
be
see
getting
that.
the blue flags.
Yes,
And
they'll get a little bit nervous.
When you're in Pete's position, you're always thinking, well, if I can follow John through on Bear.
Aha. Well, you would.
Or is that just the way I think, mate?
Oh, does Pete want to go a little bit earlier than?
Maybe he does. I mean, if he can clear Bear, obviously, and let Bear deal with John first, that's going to give him a little bit reprieve, possibly. And the blue flags are being waved, David, as we see the
blue
marshals
flags
doing
are
a
up.
great
Yes,
job.
I see that now.
And also down the front straight.
Okay, so you would expect to see the 2 Grills and Aspie. Aspie clearly pulls
Pate,
over.
Yeah, adhering to
I think Grills will be seeing that in his mirror. He'll be pulling over as soon as McDonald gets anywhere near that car, that Camry. So
now this is where Pete needs to tag on to the back of John Boy, you see, and
so
really take advantage of
advantage.
when Bear slows down for John.
So he needs to ambulance chase him
Absolutely,
past.
mate.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm hearing that. It's always the quickest way through, you know.
Yes. And really, Bear here.
Oh, very close. Look at this.
Yeah.
Bear's got nowhere to hide. You know, like we're in that complex of corners. Like even here. Oh, gets
really
out of the way.
frustrating, isn't it, when it's that sort of section of the track like that?
I mean, thankfully for McDonald, he's not got any pressure from behind. But Bear really had nowhere to go there. You know, like he's still got to hold his line and keep the car in a safe, you know, like driving position.
It is a bit
like
tricky because you can't slow down too much, can you?
No.
And then just you're unsure which way to go, what, and the track's got to change very quickly up there.
Oh, Aspie.
But Pete's managed to get up on this, and this is sort of saying that something kind of comes of it.
He's chasing the ambulance.
And he's got through. He's gone through. He has. Yeah, and great stuff.
Yeah, nice work on Peter there.
And you have to say that John played a little bit of a part in that pass there somehow, David, with you know, just breaking the concentration of the 2 drivers and
for sure.
Bear not knowing what to do there, and then all of a sudden Pete's taking him down Conrod. So that's the sort of thing that you're looking for, and Pete's taken, done really well there.
Yeah, that's right. And we're like an hour and 10 minutes into the race, and you know, like everyone's a little bit more relaxed, and although the effect wasn't immediate, you know, like we thought it may be, where Peter would just chase John past. You know, like he's just caught Grills napping there a little bit down the straight.
And so possibly a little bit rattled, maybe a bit of comms about what had happened.
So not overly exciting, but still the same result, really, at the end of the day, isn't it, Farmer? So.
Yes. And, you know, Pete really solid there. I think he will probably carry that position through now, Bear.
Yeah, I think so myself. Actually, he's but as we see him just get
Starting to
pulled.
peel away now, isn't
Pull,
he?
well, I just saw him pull the car back onto the track through Skyline, so
Okay.
he'd been off in the grass.
Right. He
Grills,
still managed to keep it in front of Pierre there.
Grills right up behind him again.
Just
The
keep an eye
Lexus,
on
no slouch down the straight either, mind you. So,
Yeah,
but,
sorry, Davo. We just watched Steve-O there just round
let's
up
go.
B-Dog down Conroy, mate, for position.
Nicely
and
done.
Great move there that we just caught the end of.
Can we do a replay of that?
We can try, mate. Yes, we can, as we watch Steve-O come down Conroy there 30 seconds ago.
Yes. Out
Forces
side,
a little
well,
gap down the
on
inside
the
there. And a good run. And she got it done quite easily there in the end, Davo. Managed to come back across to get a nice line.
What a solid pass too. That's commanding effort from Melling actually there. No mucking around. Dust off the right-hand wheel as he touched the grass on the outside as he tucked to the other side to get Brendan. Nice work.
Yeah, and so far for Steve-O looking good, coming back into not only into the 10th, into 8th place now. So
yeah,
he went back to
work,
I think 15 there initially after a bit of an error. Jeffro coming up onto the back of B-Dog as well, mate. Now these guys, if we have a look at B-Dog's last lap was 2:08 flat. Now you got Jeff Burse on a 2:04, so you know, big pace difference here. I wonder if B-Dog had an error in that last lap there. Just noticing the blue flag again there, Dave. Am I missing something here?
I'm missing. I tell you what I'm missing is Cameron May. I can't click on his name. It's disappeared. There you go. He's disappeared off my board.
He has disappeared actually, mate. Right. Jeffro around the outside of B-Dog there. And I can't help but think that Jeffro is just unlapping himself there from B-Dog. As B-Dog's in 9th place. Jeffro in 15.
Well, it wasn't B-Dog just got wrapped up by Stephen, didn't he?
Yes, he did. And that was full position.
Yeah.
Jeffro is showing
Pulling a lap back.
15th place, a lap down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So,
Brennan's
and
giving it to him.
showing the 15 on the windscreen too.
But-
behind him at 9. So
Yeah, so but Burse is looking speedy though there too.
He is,
so you know, Rolf is
and that's Davidson a lap down in front of Jeffro as well. So a little bit of a mixed up pack here.
it is a bit of an untidy pack there, but yeah, all quality drivers there too. So there's a bit of respect going on there because we've got some back markers and some guys chasing for position. Well, the back markers chasing for position, and we've got a couple of little ring-ins, but everybody's back a little bit. So it's interesting, but yeah, a lot of respect still in the field there, and no mistakes, very tidy stuff, very close. Davison only knew and still keeping his head as Burse runs down. We go through Forest Elbow if you're still watching that Farmer.
Yeah, mate, we are. Davison a lap down on Jeffro.
Yeah, and so
who was a lap down on B-Dog. So
yep. So does Brennan go past Davison? Davison only new to the community and probably will let, yes he does, Brennan past. Very tidy stuff from all drivers, very clean Farmer. It's been a really good race.
It has been a very clean great race actually.
Yeah, between the drivers. So
And
I mean,
the little errors we've seen, people have been quite lucky in general. I mean, not too much has come off.
not a lot of
And we've
contact.
seen the likes of Steve-O early on there give us a 360 and carry on.
Yes.
You know, without
The
losing
full-
too much.
The full ascendant
early on.
down into the chase,
I
and
think we've seen the Bentley and the Aston come together into the chase there as well, and they're able to carry
a couple
on.
of times. Yeah.
So people have been reasonably lucky. Because we did see one of the Camrys hit the wall on pit exit early on as well, didn't we? When he was limping around, I think.
Yes. Yes,
Can't
there
remember
has
who that
been.
was.
There has been individual, you know, like incidents, but yeah, very little car-to-car contact, which has been exceptional, really. Still 20 guys out there on track tonight, so.
And not really too much action going on there right now between the boys. With some reasonable gaps between most of the cars there. Davo, we've only got just under 12 minutes to go now.
Yeah, not too far now, but still, you know, this is the brain fade moment.
It is.
As we saw earlier.
Oh, we just. Oh, can you not click that button? The camera guy just. Yeah, I've got my buffer in the ears, mate.
Nice.
Just going to run the sponsors there, Davo. Not the leaderboard, but the sponsors would be more appropriate.
The sponsors.
As
The
we
sponsors
keep an eye
are.
on BK there going around.
Yes. Let's do that as we watch BK roll around in the Pussy Cam Bentley, doing a great job tonight in 5th position. And yes, we will thank our sponsors, Farmer. And we'll start with Hypercube, web design and online marketing, GoPro racing, new look painting, outdoor effects, superior joint sealing, spark clean, and Zero Vision Motorsport. Again, thanks guys. Always very supportive for the ASRNZ GT3 series support. So thank you very much.
Yeah, and I believe there are trophies up for grabs. For
There
the
is.
series,
There is.
There, Davo. So thanks to those that behind the scenes.
Oh, it makes me wish I was driving myself. I want a trophy. Yeah, awesome work. And these guys, look, this is a big season, and to get the top spots is, you know, it's a big effort. You know, a lot of practice and a lot of time to get up the top end of this field. So yeah, definitely worthy of something to put on the mantelpiece, so to speak. So yeah. Who are we watching there, Farmer?
Yeah,
BK
we're just
still.
watching BK with
I see Ashley ranging up.
Yeah.
That Ferrari's looking very tidy. I wonder whether BK's not quite got the pace of that thing. That'll be interesting to watch.
So that is full position there. That's 56th place here.
Yeah, definitely.
Ashley coming on strong, actually, as we watch him
very strong.
take to the grass there.
I think he had.
This is where you see that you're gaining and you push a bit harder and then you make the error, don't you, David?
But
yeah, and then you suffer for that. And,
yeah, because it's Bathurst.
Because it's Bathurst, yes.
It just does something to your head, you know. Like.
So, actually, not a too bad result there for Ashley in 6th place at the moment. I think qualified worse than that, so done better than we gave him credit for earlier on at the moment.
Yeah, I think Ash has actually pulled a couple of positions there throughout the night, so he's doing okay. Just keep his head down. He's definitely got BK in his sights, so it would surprise me if that Ferrari goes past the Pussycam Bentley.
Yeah, and BK's had that 5th spot all night. He qualified there and he's raced there for the last 83 minutes. So to give it up now would be
and look how close they are now.
not desired, but Ashley seems to have it all over him here at the moment.
Yeah, and in saying that too, like BK's pretty well had that 5th position or 6th position for the last 3 or 4 rounds too, and that Pussycam car, that Bentley's just been sitting neatly in that top end of the middle pack, you know, like, or the bottom end of the top pack, you know, like that's a quick car, that. So
yeah, no, you're right, Dave, and he's showing on the championship too that he's right up there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And probably going to be promoted from the pro class after this championship, I would say, with this drive.
Yeah, well, you'd sort of expect so. It's funny, I suppose the way the system works too, you know, like when guys don't turn up a lot, their ratings go down a little bit, but they're still quick guys, they're still quick guys. When they get settled back in and they're back into it again, they end up performing, and then, like BK's showing that, he's quick, when he just settles.
As you say that, the likes of Mungie comes to mind.
Yes.
People like that we haven't seen that can just turn up.
It might be the first round or the second round, but it comes pretty quickly. So, yeah, nice work.
Another one
just watch.
Hoping to see in our next series of GT4s that she
I think it's, yes, I did hear a rumour that it may be the GT4s.
Just been announced recently, so, and we watched Ashley with a big move on BK here, mate, sorry.
Nice.
And getting it done.
Makes us stick easily, BK.
No real challenge there from BK, and
no,
looks like he's struggling a little bit there.
Yeah, well, I thought the tyre on the Bentley just looked a little bit, just not as edgy as the Ferrari there a lap or two ago, but like BK's a clever guy. He's gonna just he's playing the long game. He knows where he is in the championship and compared to Vertigo, and I'm sure he's just just looking after that position that he's in. Nice work from both drivers. Very tidy stuff as they go down through the dip there at Bathurst here again. Not long to go.
Oh, and BK with a bit of a lunge over top there. I think they should probably be quite comfortable now that he's got in front of BK.
I think so.
Tech and just going past Big Cruise there, a lap down. Still got that Jim's Moe Bentley looking beautiful and shiny. Not a scratch on it.
Yeah. Again, we're sort of concerned that he doesn't have the Bathurst contract for the old mowing. We haven't seen him on the grass all night, so and it shows. Look how well that car is racing and how the position he's in. It's nice.
Yeah, another solid
performance.
Yes. gap, doesn't he, with that car?
He does.
At the pace when we've seen him. Not quite go with the front runners, but then he's too fast for the rest.
Yeah, and McKellar equally as much, I suppose too. He's just been sitting in that position all night, just that fourth position. He's got a really nice clear bit of road. Now these guys are going to probably concentrate more than any of the other boys because they've got nothing to chase. They've got no pressure from behind, and so they've just got to really hit their marks and race their own race all night, you know. You know how difficult that can be sometimes, you know.
And often when you relax and lift off is when you make an error, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Can be your undoing to relax sometimes, too much. And just looking at the time there as I'm watching our leader Josh come down through the dipper. I think he'll
running
have
down.
one more to go after this Devo with 2 minutes on the clock. So very nice, tidy race so far for Josh.
Not a lot of airtime for Josh.
Not a lot of airtime for Josh there.
Because nothing happens. He just drives off and wins. So yeah, awesome work from Josh. The Nissan has looked fantastic all night. Plenty of pace. Solid as. Who's after Joshy there with John? McDonald.
John Boy coming down there, 17 seconds behind. Josh still in second, been there all night as well. Another
right, man. Leader is on the final lap.
Another good drive, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. Very tidy, commanding leads from both of the front row there, Farmer. You know, these guys don't muck around. Because I just see McDonald ranging up behind Melling, you know, like Melling's in
8th place, mate.
In 8th place, so you know,
these
like,
boys have been on it, haven't they?
Yeah. Really, Josh and John have no mucking around stuff, and that's why we were commenting earlier about Aztec just sitting in that big gap between himself, McKellar, and then McKellar. Yeah, and then McKellar's got a massive gap back to, it's sort of seesaw between Ashley and BK and Chesna, but that big gap back to...
see what happens here, Davo, as the race counts down, whether Jake gets to do another lap or not. Because Josh is on one, everybody gets another lap, is it?
So we just see Vedica just running up behind Chesna. What an awesome race, Farmer.
Yeah, awesome race.
Bathurst again delivering.
Just
some scary moments.
Coming around to take the win.
Yes, see him slide through the chase there. Plenty opposite lock in the Datsun. Again, he ducks in deep for the final turn. Bam, there you go. The check's out. Nice work. Jono under the bridge, down to the final corner, flames licking from the side of the Aston. Nice work. Aztec. Look, this is just Aztec doesn't muck around. He's quick as, and you see how far back this Bentley is on those two top guys.
Yeah,
that is
coming out quadrant there, like nearly halfway down.
That is a long way back. It just shows you how quick those two top guys are running. Then flash of the headlights from Aztec, and an awesome job in third position Jake.
Probably Jake's best finish, I think, Davo.
Yeah, awesome finish from Jake. Awesome race from Jake, actually, the whole way
Great
through.
qualifying, great race.
Very solid.
Yeah, didn't put a foot
No
wrong,
mucking
did he?
around.
Great night.
Nah.
That's what you want when you turn up to a racetrack, isn't it?
Mate.
Problem free.
So you remember races like that too, you know, like, don't ya?
It did happen every now and again, David. You're right. Yes, yeah. Great stuff. Ashley coming round, 5th place. Well done to Ash. Actually.
Well done, Ash. Good recovery. Look, I call it a recovery. He's probably going to call it a fight back.
Yes.
But good recovery from Ash there. Awesome work. BK. Oh, I don't know. The Pussycat car just suffered a little bit towards the end of the race there.
Yeah, last 10 minutes, didn't it? Yeah.
It did. Chesner and the
good finish from Chesner. I think he qualified around there, so good
so
race for him too.
Held his posse. Next position is Melling.
Melling. There's a group of boys in front of him there that obviously.
I saw that.
Oh, they're into the pits. Steve-O's also into the pits, so. That's
the server's wrapping up there. So yeah, nice work. These guys are running down to the final series of corners. Yeah, nice effort, Farmer. These boys are running hot. It's good. It's a good race.
Yeah, great
so
race.
Who do we get? What do we got going on here?
Third place, mate. Aztec.
Do you want to go Aztec first?
Yeah.
Let's go Aztec first.
Okay, welcome down. Aztec dragged you in here, mate. Congratulations on the third. Another lonely race, we noticed there, bud.
Yeah, tiring work.
Tiring work. Yes. Good. Well done.
Hard work, surely. 90 minutes of concentration around Bathurst.
I'm exhausted.
That's crazy. Yeah. You didn't put a foot wrong. The Bentley still looks mint.
Does it?
Yeah, it does. It's nice and shiny, mate. Yeah.
No, I did a little bit of damage in the front, I think.
Okay.
We did.
No, we didn't pick up on it.
We didn't see that, so it didn't happen.
Fair enough. I'm taking that. Yeah, I like it.
But we did notice you don't have the mowing contract at Bathurst because we never saw the car on the grass ever.
No, didn't touch it. Didn't touch any mowing today. It was awesome.
Okay. Well, that might be something you want to touch base with.
Yeah. I'll renew my contract for Hungaroring. Excellent.
Nice work,
how was the stream for you guys though? Was it
a
bit spread out?
Oh, it
wasn't too bad. There was always something happening somewhere.
Actually. Oh, good.
Yeah. No, it was okay. Actually, yeah.
It was okay. It panned out a little bit towards the end, but yeah, the first half was awesome.
Yeah, cool.
Congratulations.
Yep.
All right, mate.
Congrats. See you next week.
See you then.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Okay. What do we got? John Boy.
Yeah. Okay.
I think his name's John.
John. John. Is
it John?
John.
Green light.
Yo.
John putting his headset on.
Okay.
How we doing, mate? Well done. Second place.
Okay. He wasn't ready.
Yeah. Yeah. I was kind of changing between screens. Yeah. It gets a bit hot in the mask. Not the COVID mask, the headset mask.
It's too much.
I will call it the COVID mask.
You're oversharing.
If that's what you call it, mate, you keep that to yourself. Yeah.
Tough race. Good race. Hot pace at the start there.
Oh, you guys are out of control, mate. There's nobody could touch us. You and Josh, it's way fast.
I was surprised I was rolling with them at the first start. Mucked my pit up a bit. But that's good. I enjoyed that. Car was really good. The track stayed pretty consistent the whole way through, so that was nice because a bit of rain around here would have been really tough. But no,
definitely.
No, all good. Well done, mate.
Yeah, great result for Jake too. Fourth, that was I've seen that was awesome.
Oh yeah, solid from Jake all night. Well impressed actually. Qualified right up there on the grid too. And
Yeah,
and he stayed there all night, didn't he? He didn't put a foot
Yeah, he
wrong.
did.
So
He
he had a
did.
great night. Yeah.
He had a good race.
Yeah.
Yeah, just no challenge really. I think Aztec and Jake both ran a pretty well uncontested race. So behind you guys and in front of the rest.
yeah, nice.
Which and it was pretty full on back down further. So it was
Yeah.
good.
Oh, yeah, no,
Sweet.
good.
All right,
Hope,
mate.
awesome. Okay, thanks, guys.
Yeah, congratulations,
Nice one.
bro. We'll see you next week, eh? For the last round, eh?
Yes, yep. It's been a long 10 weeks. Feels like
Yeah,
ages now.
yeah. Like you're really gonna have to take it to Josh if you want this championship. One round to go. So
Yeah,
best,
bridesmaid at
mate.
Bathurst
all the
again.
best. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And unlucky for Twiggle's not here too.
Oh yeah, tough
yeah,
for Wiggles.
I think
Yeah,
he's locked out.
yeah,
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
yeah.
But yep.
Sweet, bro.
All good.
Cheers.
Okay, mate.
Okay.
All right, cool, man.
Josh.
Okay, Josh. Rogie.
Hey guys.
Hey, bro.
Hey.
Well done. Well done.
Oh, thanks.
Lightning speed, Josh.
Yeah.
It's so fast.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, this car did a lot of the work. It was like one of the best race cars I've ever driven. It was
Yeah.
super comfy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just didn't have any complaints about it. It was just I just sat in a
Perfect.
really nice rhythm, and yeah,
Yeah.
it was very nice.
The right horse for the right course. Obviously, you just took off, and even with John Boy right behind you, and he was pretty speedy as well. You both of you just took off, but you had the measure, mate. Yeah, good stuff to watch.
Yeah, JB had some good pace in the first stint. Like I was going flat out, wasn't taking any unnecessary risks, but going at like a good 95%, and he was hanging on. But I think he had some problems in the stops, and that sort of put him back a little bit. But he drove well.
Yeah, it was good to see. Just lap after lap, mate. You were gone. Good pace on the rest of the field.
Yeah,
and it was mistake free again from Josh.
Yeah, I was just putting in the 2-minute twos, just watching the delta and keeping to a pace, not trying to do anything silly.
You didn't get any airtime, to be fair, because you were just on your own again. So
but that's what
That's
Bob's
okay.
getting to. He's just pretty well apologising because we didn't watch you much. Cause you were just so far out of front. It's awesome. Awesome job, man.
You were. Yeah, well
Thanks,
done.
guys.
Well done, mate.
Cheers.
Okay.
All good. Thanks.
Good stuff.
Okay, who do we get back in here? Who? Jake McKellar?
Do you want to have a word with Jakey? Jakey, there, got a copy, mate?
Hey,
Roger boy, just dragged you down. That was well done, mate. What a race for you. That was probably your best finish or best race you've had in a long time.
Yep, definitely. What a track to do it on too. It's a lot of practice this week again, and that was good.
Yeah, what a track to do it on, all right, because you can't make an error. And your car looked very clean and tidy. We don't think we saw a scratch on it, so that's concentration for 90 minutes. That's well done.
Yeah, I definitely went into this wanting to put that 200%, concentration in. I only clipped the wall towards the end there, but I was luckily quite ahead of BK and finished fourth.
That's good. We didn't see the clip. So what's the rule, Farmer? We didn't see it. It didn't happen.
It didn't happen. So, yeah, that's right. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll take that.
So you've got better and better lately. Have you upgraded any sim gear, new wheel, pedals, anything? Gone to VR? Anything changed in the last few weeks, mate? That's giving you this pace that's coming through.
So haven't really upgraded my sim rig. Just pretty much uninstalling programs and reinstalling, but with a slightly different program, and it's given me pretty damn good force feedback. So it's made all the difference.
Okay. Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah, force feedback I didn't think I had, to be honest.
Yeah,
I've been
right.
racing for so long without it. But
yeah.
no, it's
okay.
really helped me out there.
Yeah, well, look, you need to feel what the car's doing. Obviously, it's working, and that's what it's
For
there
sure.
for.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It definitely shows on screen. So,
yeah, no, that's good, mate.
Doing well.
Cool, man. All right, well done. And that was fourth, probably your best finish you've had. So you can only go better. We'll see you back in here for a podium maybe next week, eh?
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. We'll see. Thanks,
no
guys.
No pressure, brother.
All right, mate.
Not at all.
Okay.
Cheers, mate. See ya.
Cheers. Yeah.
Good stuff there, mate.
Yeah, what a great night tonight, Farmer. Bathurst, ups and downs.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, few boys at the top out, which has sort of really mixed the field up. And look, I think we spent half the race watching the mid pack again tonight. So yeah, definitely one to watch.
Yeah, it was great. Loved it. And we'll be back next week, eh? For the last round, mate.
We definitely will. This is the last round. Okay.
One to go, mate. The final round is next week, and we'll be here.
God. Okay. We'll see you next week, people.
We'll see
Twitchers, YouTubers. See ya.
Later.